I'm going to take your attention back to September 11th of 2013. Do you recall that date?
In 2013, I don't really recall nothing that happened in 2013.
Well, let me ask you a more specific question. Do you recall ever crashing a vehicle into a coin laundry at Cleveland Avenue in Old Hayfield?
I really don't remember.
I'm going to show you what's already been admitted as JW exhibit number 80, as in 80, and ask you if you recognize it is. And if you could, when the physical minister for the moment it is. I'm going to show 81 as well. So since there you lost, I'll just have to. And as soon as counsel for the defendants have an opportunity to look at these, I'm going to bring them up to you. They've already been accepted. No, there are things that have already been used. I may not use all of them. I'm sure you use some of them. Showing you defendant's exhibit number 80. This picture has already been admitted as evidence. Would you tell the jury if you recognize the items shown in this picture?
Can I say something?
You.
Or does it got to pertain to this?
Huh?
Can I say something?
Okay. After you answer the question, which you have to do.
Because I don't remember nothing that happened in 2013. That's what I'm trying to explain to you.
I understand. What I have to do is ask you some questions and determine what you do and don't remember. So, what is your response as to whether or not you recognize the images shown in defendant's exhibit number 80?
I don't remember.
All right. And I'm going to show you defendant's exhibit number 81. Do you recognize what's shown there?
No, ma'am.
All right. What about number 101 for defendant exhibits?
You see a car, but I don't remember it.
Okay, that's fine. Is your answer the same for defendant's exhibit number 82, number 89, and defendant's exhibit 90?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Now, Mr. Bean, approximately what time of the year was it, or when was it that you first met me on your job? Do you remember?
I just met you this year.
So it's in 2024 that you met me for the first time?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And did you meet anyone else from the district attorney's office in the last 2 years besides myself?
I haven't had a chance to talk. I haven't talked to nobody, met anybody, or anything. I've been working, minding my business, and that's all I've been doing.
Thank you. And do you recognize any persons that are seated at either the table I'm pointing at here or the table behind us here? Do you recognize either of these 4 individuals?
No, ma'am.
Looking around the courtroom, do you recognize anyone else inside the courtroom?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Do you know a person by the name of Jeffrey Williams?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you know 2 people by the name of Jeffrey Williams? Do you know a person named Jeffrey Williams that is also called Young Thug?
Yes, ma'am.
How long have you known him?
I don't know him like that. I know him just because of rapper.
I'm sorry.
I don't know him like that.
You know him just what?
Musical.
Music.
Through music.
Okay. Is it your testimony that you have no personal knowledge of Jeffrey Williams, known as Young Thug?
No personal dealings with. I don't know him. Like we don't grow up together. Okay. We didn't hang together.
When you say I don't know him like that, but you know him, would you explain to the jury how you know him?
Music. Listening to music.
Okay. And have you ever had any?
Heard of his music.
You've only heard of his music. Is that what I'm hearing you say?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. In 2013, did you know Jeffrey Williams, Jr.?
I really don't have any knowledge about 2013, ma'am. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. I don't really have any knowledge about 2013. Once I had went to prison and came home from prison and done my time, everything that happened in 2013 or whatever has been put behind me and set forth. So I've been, working and just doing my thing since I came home from prison. I don't have no knowledge of nothing that happened 10 years ago.
When did you go to prison?
I think it's around 2015, something like that.
2015?
Yes, ma'am.
And when you went to prison?
And I came home 2017.
The incident that you went to prison for, what year did that incident take place?
I can't recall.
Do you recall the sentence that you got?
I don't remember.
Are you still under that sentence?
I don't remember.
Do you recall getting hit by a car on September 11th of 2013?
So due to the lack of things that I was doing back in the days, I don't really have no knowledge of nothing. I put everything behind me from back then, and I just left everything. I've been kind of blacked out ever since then about everything that went on with me in my life back then.
Okay. And what things are you talking about, Mr. Bean?
I suffered from Molly. I don't know if y'all familiar with that.
You said you suffered from Molly?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, go ahead.
I don't know if anybody in the courtroom is familiar with that, but I took a lot of drugs back in the day, and it made a lot of things went wrong with me and my family. So I kind of since I straightened my life out, after coming home from prison, everything had just been white blank. I ain't remembering nothing that went on back then or nothing that had anything that going on with anybody else. It's just been me and my life and trying to just stay successful and free and just keep living the way I've been living in this city of Atlanta.
Thank you. Now, how long have you been clean? And congratulations on being clean.
Objection, Your Honor, relevance. I'll hold an objection, Mr. Matthews.
Been clean now for quite some time, 3-4 years now.
Congratulations. And when you said that you were on drugs, how long were you on drugs?
I abused them.
How long did you abuse drugs? From what year to what?
I can't recall.
Where did you get your drugs from?
I can't recall.
I'm gonna overrule the objection, Mr. Matthews.
When I asked you earlier if you recognize anyone in the courtroom besides me, would you tell the jury if you see the person that you called Jeffrey Williams, known as Young Thug, in the courtroom? Look around the entire courtroom.
Yes, ma'am.
Where is he located?
I mean, he's over on that side right there.
Would you describe what he's wearing so that the record properly reflects who you're talking about?
I mean, right there, suit, black tie.
And is he seated between a young lady in a yellow dress and a young man in a blue suit?
Yes, ma'am.
Your Honor, would the record reflect that the witness has identified the defendant Jeffrey Williams?
It shall.
Thank you. Were you familiar with Jeffrey Williams on September 11th of 2013?
I can't recall.
When did you first meet Jeffrey Williams?
I can't recall.
You said that you knew
I only
Jeffrey.
know Jeffrey Milligan through making music now.
Okay.
Rapper. And being in the neighborhood, like surrounding neighborhood, Cleveland Avenue, but I don't know him like personally. Me and him has no dealings. I don't hang with Jeffrey Williams. I'm not a member of YSL. I'm not nothing. I don't have no parts of anything that's going on with nothing that I can recall of.
What did you call Jeffrey Williams?
Ma'am?
What did you call Jeffrey Williams? You said you knew him by his music. What did you call him back in 2013?
The songs he had.
Facts that are not in evidence.
I'm gonna overrule the objection, Mr. Matthews.
I never really called him anything.
When you referred to him, did you use a particular name?
No, ma'am.
If you know him by his music, what is the name that you know him by his music?
The music? Young Thug.
Young Thug, okay. And since you do know his music, what was the earliest music of his that you are familiar with?
I can't recall.
Are you familiar with a release of his, Came From None?
No, ma'am.